And welcome to a brand new edition of Media Mash. Now, this week, the liberal news networks welcome Texas Governor Rick Perry to the presidential race with some good old-fashioned Bachmann-like bashing. And here to help us point out the most outrageous examples of mainstream liberal media bias, the president of the Media Research Center, Brent Bozell. Brother Brent, welcome back, sir.
How you doing, Sean? How are you?
I'm good. All right, let's the networks welcome Perry to the race, Bachmann style. Let's roll the tape.
On the broadcast tonight, Fighting Words, Rick Perry comes out swinging and talking, and the White House tells him to watch what he says.
Democrats say that until Perry came along, they never thought they'd meet a candidate who made the other Republican candidates look responsible.
Unmistakably Texan, unabashedly conservative, Governor Rick Perry does not care about the overwhelming scientific evidence that global warming is largely produced by humans burning fossil fuel.
When proponents of George W. Bush are accusing Rick Perry of being shallow, you've got some questions to ask.
Then, of course, Chris makes a Bull Connor comparison, but putting all that aside, welcome to the world of mainstream media fairness.
You know, at least you and I warned them that was going to happen. Look, you know, he's been on the stage for 5 minutes, and already the media have concluded he's irresponsible, he's rude, he's shallow, he's misguided, he's an idiot. In other words, he's a conservative. It is the Michelle Bachmann treatment. It's the Sarah Palin treatment. It's the Eric Cantor treatment. It's the Jim DeMint treatment. It's the Ronald Reagan treatment. Anyone who is a threat to their order in Washington, D.C. is going to be treated this way. I think Rick Perry should be feeling pretty good right now. This means he's scoring points.
All right, now let's watch CBS here. I'm going to show you CBS trying to tear down the Texas miracle and call it a Texas tragedy. And then we're going to show CBS in a report they gave, I believe it was back in June, where they were praising all the great things happening in Texas. Watch this.
Perry's bedrock pledge to never raise taxes also had a reckoning this year, when his budget faced a $27 billion shortfall. With taxes not an option, the state cut deeply into health care, and so deeply into education, some 49,000 teachers are being laid off. Do you see a Texas miracle?
No. I see a Texas tragedy.
But while the nation as a whole struggles, the Dallas area economy just keeps growing, adding jobs faster than any other area in the country. Businesses like GM are growing, while other companies are relocating to Texas, attracted by lower taxes and what many consider a business-friendly atmosphere.
Wow, June to August, a lot changed.
If you run the thing, I don't know if you're going to run the clip from June 2nd, but on June 2nd,
that was the June 2nd
was
the second one was the June 2nd one.
Yeah, I mean, they thought that it was the greatest possible thing. Look, it's interesting. In the last week, the New York Times, CNN, and CBS have all run major stories saying it really isn't that good in Texas. The biggest jobs creator in America really isn't that successful. The New York Times said he, quote unquote, stumbled into the Texas miracle. They just won't give him credit. And look, if you're going to take a scalpel to jobs creators or alleged jobs creators, where's that scalpel by the media on Barack Obama?
Well, speaking of which, here's the bashing of Perry and the praising of Obama. This is where America gets its news. Well, some people in lower and lower numbers every week. Let's roll the tape.
How does the president get this excitement going again surrounding his re-election bid so that he can keep this office?
If you're re-elected, the last time you were elected, you got Sasha and Malia a cute little puppy. Yeah. Bo. Yeah. What are you going to get him the next time?
What kind of shape is Barack Obama in for the 2012 campaign?
I think he's in pretty good shape. First of all, people out here have an attachment to him, right? Because he was out here. I think people have a fondness for him, and I don't think people blame him for anything that's wrong in this country, unless I think far right of the Republican Party does, but I don't think the moderates do, and certainly the Democrats don't.
Has he read any independent polls lately?
Yeah. Let's repeat that line from the former president of NBC News. I don't think people blame him for anything that's wrong in this country, except for the far-right Republicans. Mr. Gardner, memo to you. The polls show 71% of Americans are blaming him for the economy. But this is what you're seeing, the wolf blitzer bringing out the puppies and the kids. This is media defibrillation now. They got the defibrillators out because they've got to jumpstart this campaign. Yeah. It's a mess.
Well, they'll be the #1 contributors to the Obama campaign. All right, our last tape for the night. Yeah, the outgoing CNN executive, he's on with Howie Kurtz, but he sees too much balance on CNN and MSNBC. Way too much balance there. Roll this tape.
Isn't there already a liberal commentary network, at least at night, MSNBC, where Altman worked? And do you see Current as taking viewers from MSNBC and perhaps from CNN as well?
Well, I see us taking viewers from them both. We see at MSNBC, and I think we see at the other, here, even at CNN as well, there's almost this false equivalency where everything is a minute on this opinion and then a minute a counter opinion. And by default, it's a lot like the old program we had here, Crossfire. There's too much yelling and shouting for the appearance of balance.
Huh? Your thoughts?
He went on to say, there's a lot of time on radio and television and on the web that goes to conservative points of view. There's not a lot of time for the left on television. This is the man who's gone from CNN to Current TV. These people are living in it's like Gardner, they're living in a different world, in a different universe. They're not seeing the world for what it is, and that's why they're in last place.
All right, very well said. Brent Pozell, great to see you as we do every week. Appreciate you being here.